Big shout out to the Film Junkie. I'm about to do a video on your video, which has to do with Justice League vs. Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. Stop it. But it's not what you guys think. I'm not going to compare DC with Marvel. No, hell no. They're two different franchises. DC's an emerging one with the DCEU. Marvel's doing their thing. I'm not mad at them. That's not what I'm about to talk about. What I'm going to talk about is revealing too much in a damn trailer. Okay? When you look at Guardians of the Galaxy, they're not revealing the whole story and story plots. I hear people saying that they need to reveal more. And here, the Film Junkie was so correct in saying that the Spider-Man trailer 2, right, was trailer 2. It was supposed to give some kind of plot points in the story, right? Some kind of idea of the story. When you look at Wonder Woman, the second trailer, because we had two trailers of Wonder Woman, again, gives some kind of story plot point, kind of her origins, right? With Justice League, its second trailer is going to give some kind of plot point whatsoever. The first trailer generally gives no real plot points. It's just a scissor reel, like Spider-Man, the first trailer. So I like what Film Junkie said here. Props to you, Film Junkie, on doing that. I'm a fan of your channel. I listen to your channel all the time, and I have subscribed to your channel. And sometimes you go into a lot of more detail than needed to be for a normal average person, but I still pay attention to your channel because I think you do a good job. However, on that note, I believe the second trailer of Justice League should not reveal a whole lot more about the plot. We want to listen. I don't know about other people, but a lot of people have been complaining these days that the trailers of the movie are giving away too much of the movie. For crying out loud, let us at least go into the movie and get surprised and interested in the plot and whatever the plot has to offer. So I don't believe in giving away plot points. I like that Guardians of the Galaxy isn't giving away a lot. And I am looking forward to actually going into a theater and finally watching a Marvel film after so long. I actually am going to go watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I'm going to do that. It looks like a trip. It looks funny. I think I might actually enjoy this movie. And while I didn't like what DC, Marvel, and the organization and the industry was trying to do to sink Warner Brothers, right now I don't really care anymore, and I don't think anybody cares anymore about Warner Brothers being sunk or DC or anything like that, because Suicide Squad pretty much proved that when the audience likes the film, they don't give a damn what anybody else says. They're going to go watch the film, okay? So word of mouth, I think, is the most important thing. It's not the critics' rating of a film. If they want to dump on the film, so be it. So I'm not really worried about DC films. The only thing I say to DC is, now you had your growing pains with Batman v Superman, with Man of Steel, with Suicide Squad, especially Warner Brothers, not so much DC. Warner Brothers, they need to get their act together and be able to put out a good Wonder Woman film, and just have it flow really nicely. Don't be doing all this craziness. I mean, just Suicide Squad, you could get away with it because it was villains. With Wonder Woman, you gotta do it right, and then Justice League, you gotta do it right. By now, you guys know how to do a traditional film properly and everything, so get it right. And if this is gonna be your flagship and you got all these investments and all of that, do the damn thing right. Do it right. Do it right. So I'm hoping that they can do it right, not for critical, favorable review, but mostly for the audience, that the audience is going to see that film. They really eat it up. They really love Wonder Woman. That the audience, it's very important for the audience. I mean, it doesn't matter if the critics bomb a film and give it 0%. I don't really care. On Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. But if the audience doesn't like the film, or they're split on the film, or it's not a tremendous response by the audience. Imagine, say the critics bomb Wonder Woman, but 98% of the audience that ever goes and watches the films on Rotten Tomatoes or wherever, you're going to have haters. So, but if 98% of the people or 90% of the people love the film, they can't afford to like it. They have to love it. They love the film. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. And the critics know this. It's just that the critics, they have their taste. They have their thing they may be watching for, but the audience loves the film. So it's critical, I think, that Wonder Woman gets that sort of love. And it doesn't have to be on Rotten Tomatoes. It just has to be one in which there's overwhelmingly positive word of mouth about Wonder Woman. I don't think Wonder Woman is going to make Batman v Superman numbers. I don't think it's going to do that because it's a standalone film. I don't know of any standalone. Okay, there was Batman and there was No, I think it was. I don't know of any original film that came out and just blew away everybody with numbers. I think Spider-Man did it once. But if Wonder Woman's a hit with women and girls and young children and young people, that's it. It's going to be knocked out of the park, and that'll be that. It will do extremely well. It may do better than Batman v Superman. It may do better than Suicide. I don't really care. I just care that people really appreciate this film because Wonder Woman really deserves to be treated with dignity at the end of the day. So that's what I'm looking forward to. You guys have a great one.